We're celebrating 3 years of blockchain and cryptocurrency podcasting here at the Republic of Bad Cryptopia, and we've got a special gift for you today. We've invited hosts from 4 other podcasts to join us to discuss their crypto journey. We'll be joined by American Idol contestant Taryn Southern, Brent and Drew of the Wild West Crypto Show, our buddy Rice Crypto, and Mr. Ashton Addison from the Crypto Coin Show. The blockchain podcasting realm's grown quite a bit since we started the show, and we want you to get to know others who are creating great content. Oh, and about that gift, it's a unique celebratory NFT that we're giving to you for free, but you got to be quick. So get out your party favors, put on your birthday suit, and let's start a conga line for our Happy Birthday to Us, episode number 428 of the Bad Crypto Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday to us. Happy birthday, me and my friend. Happy birthday to us. It is the Bad Crypto Podcast, and we are celebrating today because it is officially 3 years of badness. And we know actually enough right now to maybe elevate us to the not so horrible crypto podcast.
Well, I just want to clarify. I want to timestamp this. This is July 19th that we're recording this right here. So this is actually after our birthday now. So technically we're on to our 4th year now. So I don't know what this celebration is. It's always in the past.
It's over. Well, sometimes I'm a futurist, sometimes I'm a pastist.
That's true.
Right now, I'm going to be a todayist, and I'm going to say today, it would not surprise me if more of you claimed your $50 in free Bitcoin from us here at Bad Cryptopia, because we're giving it away to U.S. citizens that sign up for a new eToro account, fund that account with $50, and then use that $50 to purchase any of the 14 coins that they offer in their application. When you do that and follow the instructions on the page I'm about to give to you, we're going to give you $50 in Bitcoin. And it seems just about every day we've got people writing us saying, here's my account info, here's my deposit, here's my transaction, load me up, boys.
Is that what they say?
Pretty much.
Load me up. I don't know if I've ever read an email like that.
Load me up, buttercup. Badco.in/eToro is the site. Go there, get the instructions. It's super easy, and be like all the others who we are giving away Bitcoin to. Badco.in. Yep. That thing I said before.
But load me up, buttercup, baby, just to let me down.
Let me down. Yeah, I'm going to have to put that one on the playlist now. We do have a free NFT today, Mr. Travis Wright, and it's not a Blockchain Heroes NFT.
It's a free NFT because it's year number 3. Now we're on to number 4, so we'll probably make some more.
And we'll tell you more about that and how to get it here a little later in the show. But first of all, we had a great opportunity to speak with a number of our peers that are in the podcasting realm. And we did brief interviews with 4 of them. Well, actually 5, but, you know, kind of like us, one comes as a set, a matched pair. You get 2 cowboys for the price of 1.
That's true. Wait, didn't we only have one? We did have both of them on that one. There was one time we interviewed. Yeah. There was one time we interviewed them, and there was only one of them.
Yeah, we were only able to rustle up one of them Wild West Crypto fellas. But we've got back to back brief interviews for you with Ms. Taryn Southern. She's, she is quite a powerhouse. She created the world's first song token, and she was on American Idol. She'll be up, followed by the Wild West Crypto fellas, and then Rice Crypto, and then we'll complete with Ashton Addison.
And then we'll put Taryn Southern in there again because she's just amazing.
She is amazing. So it's going to be back to back. Ooh. If you're ready, let's go. And we're pleased to officially welcome to Bad Crypto for the first time, though she was a part of the influencer squad at Virtual Blockchain Week. She is the one and only Taryn Southern. She's an artist, a writer, a producer, had more than 700 million views of her content online. She got to the YouTube game early and has worked in so many different parts of the technology arena, AI, VR, AR, and she is a blockchain enthusiast. She released the world's first song token on blockchain, enabling artists to share royalties with an infinite number of collaborators using Ethereum blockchain. And she's nominated for Best Female Influencer for the Crypto Awards, and we've nominated her for Best Female with us right now in this interview. Hi, Taryn. How you doing?
There are so many of you, so I feel honored.
You win!
Congratulations.
I won the award. I haven't won anything yet today, so this is
there it is. Wow.
Would you like to thank
positive.
anybody? You thank your family.
I'd like to thank my cat, who is currently in the room somewhere hiding.
Well, we appreciate you participating as an influencer for Virtual Blockchain Week, and clearly you love this blockchain space. So here we are. Timestamp this. It's June in 2020. I think this interview goes live in July. Give us your current take on the blockchain and crypto world vibe.
Oh man, I mean it feels like an impossible task to make any kind of steadfast predictions about the world given what kind of space we're currently occupying. So I feel like the only wise thing to do would just be say I know absolutely nothing, and who knows what's going to happen over the next 3, 6, 9 months. My hope is that we'll see some really interesting things take hold because of all of the uncertainty and just like the massive space of unknowns that we're occupying right now. I'd be really curious to see what you guys think, because you're doing this day in and day out. I'm definitely more of a hobbyist. I've been active in the space since really active since 2016. Started playing around, at least in the crypto space with Bitcoin, earlier than that. But you both of you would have a better
we are the bad
radar.
I mean, it's called bad for a reason.
Bad crypto. I mean, I think, there was obviously this massive surge of interest in everything a couple of years ago. And then people sort of have been heads down working on their companies, or in many cases, a lot of companies failing, that raised money in those token exchanges. And now we're seeing all of these normal companies that have nothing to do with blockchain in a really interesting, scary space. So how all of this is going to merge, and it'll be really interesting. I think we'll see more interest and a resurgence of passion and capital in the next year, if I had to lay my bet on it.
We shall see. The magical crystal ball is unknown at this point. So my magical crystal ball is a little foggy. It is hard to say. We need to get rid of all these the riots and the craziness and the viruses and the other things that's going on. And
the pandemic might be just clouding our vision a little bit.
Yeah, it is true. I'm trying to tap into it. So folks might not know this, but back in 2004 in season 3, you were one of the folks there on American Idol.
Yeah, I was season 2.
Season 2.
So I was 17 years old.
Very nice.
A wee little tot back then.
A wee tot. Well, your Wikipedia is wrong because it says the 3rd season, so they need to go in there and fix that.
Mess that up.
You've done a lot of singing and some and songwriting and creating and even comedy and then you've tapped into some stuff with AI and some AR type of stuff recently over the last couple of years. So I'm curious to hear some of your thoughts about that, because I know Joel and I are big on VR. We both have one of those the Oculus Quests, and I think before the pandemic we'd be like, wow, with the merging of VR and AR and crypto and all this other stuff, it might have gone in one direction. Now we're in another. It's just an interesting time that we're in right now. But what are your thoughts on sort of AR and VR, and is there any applications around crypto that you can think about?
I guess I'll start with the first question, which is, I think there's never been a better time for VR to reinsert itself into the conversation. I freaked out the first time that I put on a VR headset and I was in this underwater world and I was like, oh my God, this is so much better than reality. Then after like 30 minutes, I got a bad headache and I was like, oh, I can't live here. That's right.
You get a little nauseous if you're in there. You kind of get that, so like you're on a boat or something, you know?
You do. And I think that was a testament to the technology not quite catching up to what we actually need biologically with vision and just like all of the sort of minutia that's required of engineering VR headsets. But they've gotten so much better. Obviously, people are stuck at home. In a lot of places. And so what better time to experience this new virtual universe and play around with it than now? And I think there's definitely, there's an application for blockchain absolutely everywhere. And I think, I know of a few companies that are doing some really interesting things in VR and AI. Personally, I think with artificial intelligence, you're going to see even more interesting applications of blockchain just related to privacy, security, all of that. But I'm keeping my eyes out for interesting things. I need to get a new headset.
Yeah, what is your
stole
current
my headset?
Oh, the nerve.
Oh,
the nerve. They stole it.
I didn't do it. I haven't left Colorado in months, so it wasn't me. So as you're looking at the blockchain world now, what's your current interest? Like what's got your attention?
Oh, goodness. Let's see. I want to think. I want to actually give. Yeah, no. I mean, the most honest answer to that, to be honest.
Don't lie to us.
Honest
we'll know. We got BS detectors. We'll be like, meh, meh. That's a lie.
Yeah,
why does Taryn always lie to us? Oh, I thought we were cool.
So, I mean, a couple of years ago, I spent a lot of time developing the song token as like a creative exercise. I didn't make any money off of it. It was just, let's see what happens when we create this thing that enables artists to sell ownership of their material to fans and then have their fans all have a stake in that. It was a really interesting experiment. I had a lot of fun with it, but it was a lot of work. And like I said, it wasn't something that I made money off of. So it was kind of like, I wanted to wait and see how the industry progressed and shaped up. And for someone like me, even though I'm incredibly excited about the fundamentals of blockchain, where the technology is, like, we have yet to see a really good front-facing use of the tech that's like clean and has a nice UI, UX, and like works well. And so that's, and it's been a couple years. So I suppose like on that front, I'm a little bit in the waiting game of things. Like, when are we going to see something pop from all of this infusion of capital a few years back into these companies that feels like a clean and pretty user experience and works well. And so from that point of view, I'm probably not going to be like diving back in as an artist, utilizing the technology in interesting new creative ways until I see more development happen. But, I'm still invested. Like, as an investor, I'm still very much in the crypto space. I'm a holder. And
you're a hodler.
Can I still get a song token, or is it too late? Is that like closed off?
Too late. I'm sorry. We closed it up.
No token for you. Come back.
No token. You might be able to have my token if you want. I can see if I can give it to you.
The Taryn token.
The Taryn token.
Very nice.
Yeah. I wonder, have you thought about tokenizing your social following in some way where people earn Taryn tokens for doing certain activities and redeemable for Taryn tees?
Someone is going to do that. Someone is going to do it. It probably won't be me. Not yet. I mean, I've spent the last couple of years working on a documentary about the future of brain-computer interfaces. So that was taking up most of my headspace. And literally taking up my headspace. And now I'm actually writing a book that sort of exposes the underbelly of digital influence. So I've been going back into my old YouTube days and excavating the interesting stories of like what this influence economy means. And actually I think that it's going to be pretty applicable to blockchain and how a lot of people were building things around influence and monetization of influence and having fans to, take a piece of get a piece of the pie when they're supporting a favorite brand. So I feel like there are definitely going to be applications in that space.
And there's definitely an underbelly to that too, and it doesn't smell
there
good.
There is a dark underbelly.
Needs to be washed. I want to actually just real quick.
How is it in the crypto blockchain space? How do you feel about it?
I think it's probably an underbelly there too. It's a little. We're on the up and up because we always let people know whenever we have a sponsor, and we're always very upfront about all that. And I think that a lot of folks are not, and they just shill, and they don't seem to have any sort of repercussions of that. But I want to just real quick. So you were talking, if you did a documentary of the brain computer interface, sort of like what Elon Musk is building, right? That thing. So what version of that you think is going to be safe? Because you obviously don't want Gen 1 of that. Probably don't want Gen 2. So maybe Gen 3 might start to be where you could maybe accept it a little bit.
Guess how many people are currently walking around with brain computer interfaces implanted in their brain? Like somewhere in
how many?
How many people?
Brain interface, like because I know I've seen some that have a connection that's like for hearing, but it's like a brain.
Yeah. Not including cochlear implants.
Okay. Wow, I wouldn't even have a guess.
More than 100,000 people.
More than 100,000 people.
Wow.
More than 100,000 people.
Wow.
Not a tremendous number of the percentage of those are in the States. A lot of people in Canada and Europe, but it's been a pretty well-studied area for really since like the 80s and 90s, which sounds crazy. But Elon Musk has just made it fashionable.
Wow. So are they just like you can just easily connect to Google or whatever, and like with your like?
We're not there yet.
Okay,
We're not there yet. Yeah, but
because I would be kicking ass at Jeopardy
in someone's brain and like do a lot of you. Oh yeah. You should definitely sign up for Jeopardy.
Yeah, see if you do Google with your thoughts, Travis, then they censor your brain.
Oh man,
right? They don't just censor the results. They're like,
there's an underbelly, the underbelly of Google. This is they usually have like the underbelly series. It's sort of like the.
Yep.
Yeah, under my belly is not a six-pack, I'll tell you that. But
it's like the For Dummies series, like the underbelly series. Now underbelly for banking, the the oil industry underbelly, the military industrial complex underbelly. Yeah, there's a whole series there.
Go check out Taryn's stuff, TarynSouthern.com. It's spelled TARYN Southern.com. And you'll see links to her socials, her YouTube channel. And Taryn, thanks for checking in with us and keep us posted on what you got going next.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Well, Mr. Travis Wright, I reckon we're going to head down there to Texas and catch up with our buddies from the Wild West Crypto Show, Drew and Brent. Hey, fellas.
Hey, how the devil y'all doing? I hope you got your boots, man. It's getting deep here.
Hey, you better pull your pants above your boots if you're talking to us.
How long you guys been at this now? A couple of years?
Yeah, 2.5 years. Yeah. We started January 2018, did our first broadcast. Yeah.
All right, when it was tanking, huh? Thanks.
Oh, no. We're what tipped it over to tanking. In fact, Drew came to me and says, "Hey, there's these bad crypto podcast guys, and we think we need a Texas version of these guys." I said, "Yeah, there we go.
Let's tank the market because it's at an all-time high."
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as soon as after our first broadcast, we hit the bottom.
This thing.
Good job, fellas. Thanks for that. Well, you guys are doing much more than podcasting. You're doing quite a bit of video. I understand you're doing some daily updates now. So kind of give us the roundup there of what's happening at WWCS.
Yeah, you bet. We started and we did a weekly show in radio, television. We're on available. Just because you're available doesn't mean that everybody's watching, but we're available in about 30 million homes. We do terrestrial radio and television, and candidly didn't really even do much of the podcast or the YouTube or any of that until about a year ago. And then we kind of started to build that audience. And our goal in it was because as you guys know, y'all been in crypto for a while, and to get the old gray-haired folks with money in there, it's probably not going to happen if you're, on the internet, because most of our redneck buddies, as we like to call them, they're driving around their pickup trucks listening to the radio. So we figured we'd do a show that tried to reach as much of the masses as we could.
Oh, that's great. So how did you guys work that out to get on some terrestrial radio stations? Because I mean, that's a pretty cool thing. You can get a lot of listens that way.
Yeah, it's a pay to play, man. I've been doing radio and TV for about 25 years. And when I met Brent, which had probably been 3.5 years ago, I was, he's a contractor. He's building we're building a big corporate headquarters with full blown studios and our offices and everything else here in Kerrville. But as a contractor, I asked him one day, and I did an intro to cryptocurrencies, had a guy come over and do that for us. And after I got to talking, I found out he was more than just an old contractor. He used to work for Merrill Lynch for a number of years. And so I asked him, I said, hey, you ever done any radio or TV? And he said, yeah, I've done a couple of radio shows and a TV show. And I said, well, you want to do a show on cryptocurrency? And he goes, sure. So, he's the guy with all the credentials. I'm just no cowboy.
Oh, and the funny thing is Drew had done some shows on KTSA, which is the number 2 AM station in the state of Texas. So it's got a broad reach. So we're driving down to the station there, and he hands me a piece of paper, and it's got 5 little fragmented sentences on it. I said, what's this? He says, this is the show. I said, oh, you're an extemporaneous speaker. He says, no, I don't practice any. I just go with it. I said, okay, well, good. So we got it. So we go there. And we do the show. We kind of looked at each other and went, that was good. And the engineer comes out and says, so how long have y'all been working together? And we said, about an hour and 2 minutes.
Yeah, and it's been a lot of fun, man. And especially, as you guys know, I mean, we've met several times with y'all. People tell us, especially when we go to San Francisco or DC or New York, they say, hey, we like your costumes. Well, one of these days when y'all come to Texas, you'll see everybody here wears these costumes.
Ain't no costume. That's a regular, everyday dress them up, riding in the Ford F-150, right? That's
the only difference is you have the straw hat for driving around in your pickup truck, and for TV you get the felt out, and that's about the difference there.
Yeah, and kind of like you guys, we like to, we share real news. We interview folks, and we'll interview about anybody. And when we interview them, there's no questions. We don't give them questions. We don't take questions. We let them live and die by their own words, and we'll interview almost anybody in the space. And so, the goal being, you never know who's going to have that next moonshot, who may be the next unicorn. And so we'll have guys that are launching a project come in, and we'll put them on the air for 8 minutes. We'll give anybody 8 minutes of fame,
That's great.
Sometimes it's 8 minutes of shame, but it's up to them whether it's fame or shame.
Jorgmold. Oh, sorry, Doug.
Yeah. So nice. So what's next on the horizon for you folks?
Well, I will tell you that we told you we're building a studio here, and we'll have one of these days we'll give you guys, we'll be launching we've got a broadcast network called Flix.net, Flixx.net. And so we're onboarding, video content to that. We're actually going to start producing additional shows for that. And ultimately, in about 30 days, we're going to launch a pilot of that thing where it'll be the world's first 24-hour live broadcast that follows the sun around the world.
Well,
so, yeah, now that sounds mighty hot, but we're going to go at night.
Okay. Well, I'm just glad that it's not Flix with 3 X's, because I don't want to see any of that with y'all.
That'd be a different career for those fellas. Nobody wants to
keep
see
your
that.
hat on for that too.
Oh no. We'd have to leave the hat and the boots on for that. We're old men. We need all the traction we get.
The images in my mind. I can't unsee that, and I'm really regretting it. Well, you guys are found at wildwestcryptoshow.com, and also a YouTube channel, right? That they can follow you there on the Twitters. All the socials are there, are linked on the site. Let's just finish up with asking you guys this. Each of you individually, we know that you're not financial advisors, but Bitcoin, December 31st, 2020, what's it going to be?
December 2020, Bitcoin will be at 30 grand. Brent?
Actually, I think it'll have pulled back to 18 grand.
Okay. You think it's going to hit 30 there, Brent?
I don't think it'll hit 30. I think what it'll do is it'll eventually pierce the 20, and then we'll have a sale back to about 18 by the end of the year.
Excellent. I like that.
Then it's going to go to like 2,000 early on in 2020.
Shut your mouth, Travis, right?
Well, hey, Travis, if we start another show, a second show, it'll tank.
Yeah.
WildWestCryptoShow.com. Drew, Brent, thanks as always. And, we are big supporters of all of our peers here in the crypto space. And if you guys aren't listening and subscribing to their show, I reckon you should just mosey on over there and check them out.
That's right. We gave them 8 minutes too. That's all they get. That's all they gave us.
Yeehaw!
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I wish I was a pretty chick. I might have more subscribers. And
that is the voice of Rice Crypto joining us here for the special influencer show.
Nice intro.
That's a great way to start. The host of the Rice Crypto channel on YouTube and a website, ricecrypto.io. He's a cool crypto podcaster and a friend. Welcome to Bad Crypto.
Thanks for having me back on, guys, man.
I really wish you were a chick.
No, I don't actually really wish I was a chick. I'm really happy with being a male, but I just have seen a lot of newer content creators come up in the space, and just happens to be females, and their subscriber base just tends to be a little bit higher than mine. So, I mean, it kind of sucks a little bit. I'm trying to put out quality content, but keep it real at the same time. So
I'm just identify, just identify.
Well, I identify as a dolphin, actually. Yeah, I do.
That's nice. Although dolphins are rapists. So did you know that?
They're therapists.
It's actually horrible. Actually, dolphins are horrible. They would not be very good. They would not last very long in 2020.
You are very.
I would break the dolphin stereotype.
They basically will use their sonar shit to like target a woman. Like 4 or 5 of them will just like, they said they'll like gang rape their target for like a week.
Oh my gosh!
Horrible. So I don't know if you want to say that you identify as a dolphin.
No, I'm going to break the stereotype.
2020.
TW, I'm breaking the stereotypes, man. I'm
a kinder, gentler dolphin.
Yes, I am a kinder, gentler dolphin.
Oh my gosh, we're going to get mail. We're going to get so much mail about this one.
But
it's like a real story. It's weird. Dolphins are weird.
They are. So am I.
Weird.
That's good.
You're all weird. I'm just trying to put on a show here. Gosh.
Okay.
So what's happening in Rice Crypto world, man? How's the channel going and what you're working on?
Well, I mean, everything is going great, man. Since the last time we talked on the podcast, which was Miami, which was a great time, by the way. My channel's been growing very much organically, which I'm really happy with. I've got great subscribers, great viewers, great interactions. And recently I've started branching out my content a little bit and expanding out what I've been talking about. And I'm getting ready to put out, by the time this comes out on your show, I'll already have my new intro video out where I'm explaining how I'm going to be structuring my channel in the future and what else I'm doing for the future of Rice. So I've got the Rice Crypto Show covering crypto and blockchain and tech. I've got the Rice Report that's going to be talking about politics and economics. And my newest show is going to be called Stranger Than Fiction, where I'm talking about unproven conspiracy theory and woo-woo type topics. And then I'm going to be launching an exclusive audio podcast very soon that should hopefully be out by the time this comes out and airs. So you can check me out on Anchor at Rice Radio. And my exclusive podcast, I haven't told you guys, is going to be called The Rice Bowl.
Oh, nice. Dude, you get high, right?
I do.
So you should have a show called Fried Rice.
Well, I'm Dirty White Fried Rice. That's kind of my nickname, but I thought the Rice Bowl would be kind of fitting because with the podcast, I want to do something that's long form conversation with open topics, kind of Joe Rogan Experience meets London Real, if you kind of want to get like an idea of that. And it gives me an opportunity to, because Rice Crypto is a brand like Bad Crypto. And a lot of people want to call me Rice Crypto. And I've been trying to separate myself more from Rice Crypto and just be Rice and have these other shows and kind of help expand who I am a little bit more, because I do love cryptocurrency, but I'm all about truth and freedom as well.
Yeah, there's so many other topics out there, man. I know you and I have had a lot of offline conversations about how crazy the world is. And we've even debated sort of working on a show like that on our own. But I know I was like, man, it's like you go deep down the rabbit hole in this cancel culture. And it's just one of those things. It's like, it's a fine line between, you know, putting out good content and then pissing off people who don't want the truth. A lot of people want the narratives they've been fed. You know, they like their filter bubble. People love their filter bubble. Like, this is the news that I know is the truth that I listen to and that I have. And anybody who shares anything other than that is a very horrible person, because I don't believe what they say. And so a lot of people don't explore a whole lot. And so good on you for going out there and helping people dive down rabbit holes.
Well, I think too, by structuring the show and separating out my topics by different shows, it gives that opportunity for the viewers that like crypto to know what is specifically related to cryptocurrency. And there's some people that are going to obviously like all the different topics, but not all my content's going to be for everybody. And that's why I thought structuring it out would be an opportunity. And also, like, when I'm talking about things that are going down the rabbit holes, I'm still trying to come at this from as much of a journalistic, unbiased point of view as possible, and deal with as much factual information as possible as you can with these types of things, while engaging with other people who are well versed in those topics and just having really good dialogue, whether people agree or disagree, but just having a really good conversation that gives people an example of how other people can communicate. Because we're having that problem, as you can see, like with everything going on around the world. I mean, since I saw you guys in Miami, I mean, it's like Mad Max, like everything's went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's, you know, I really have, with everything going on, there's a lot to question, and a lot of people, I think, are starting to question things and wake up to some of the realities of what's happening, whether it's in economics or whether it's due to the social unrest. And I think when you have somebody who can put together some intelligent information, it just is adding value and hopefully educating other people and encouraging them to do their own research and to use critical thinking.
Look how much this space has blown up just in the crypto podcast world. I mean, Travis, when you and I started, there was just a handful of shows. You know, Trace Meyer was doing a thing, and Laura Shin was doing a thing, and
Let's Talk Bitcoin, I think, was one, or
Let's
Bitcoin
Talk
Network.
Bitcoin.
It was like literally maybe 5.
Yeah,
just a handful, literally.
And now they're all over the place, and everybody's got their own voice. So, you know, just when you look at the industry, the difficulty of, you know, being seen on YouTube, the conflict that we have of broadcasting on these big tech platforms that, you know, it's this love-hate relationship. Just, you know, what are you seeing as you're looking at the future of all this? How do we escape big tech and build that audience?
I mean, there's really no easy answer, especially when you're kind of dealing with a topic that's being slightly censored and shadow banned. I mean, because I'm an outspoken anarchist, I've been dealing with the shadow banning and censorship a lot more so than people prior to the beginning or the end of last year and beginning of this year. It's really going to be trying to drive our audiences over to other platforms and trying to spread out your information and your content out as much as possible, which is the reason why I'm doing the audio podcast. And then I'm also going to be taking select episodes from the Rise Crypto channel and putting them in audio format as well. Because I just think that the more I can put myself out there, whether or not they're trying to censor me, the more my stuff is out there, the more it gives people an opportunity to be able to find my content. And then collaborating too, you know, like content creators, like kind of what we're doing here. I think it also brings a lot of value. It's opening us up to different audiences. And there's, you know, when you speak about Ashton Addison, another content creator who I've worked with, and we've done interviews together, and we've all worked together. Me and him are kind of like, as far as looks, the very opposite end of the spectrum. He's very professional, nice suit and tie. I'm just kind of the keep it real person, but we still both add value to the space, and we're able to reach different people. And that's kind of the point. Now, I mean, there are a lot of content creators, and unfortunately, not all of them are bringing value to the space, unfortunately.
I want to be a keep it real guy.
You are a keep it real guy.
I kind of want to keep it real. So what are some of the other channels, the other social, I know you're doing some stuff on Library. What are some of the other decentralized platforms that you're finding value in?
Well, I used to be a big fan of Steemit and DTube, but unfortunately, with everything that's happened with Justin Sun and the Hive hard fork and everything, I really wasn't getting a lot of love on the Steemit blockchain, so I just stopped using DTube.
Are you a Hiver now?
I've been using Hive, yeah, a lot more. I've actually posted on Steemit that I officially quit month and a half, 2 months ago, and I haven't really posted on Steemit. Just powering down my
power down too. Is there a Hive alternative to D2?
Yes, that's what I was going to mention. 3Speak. So if you guys haven't had a guy named They Call Me Dan Henson, I believe is his name. He's I'm not sure if he's still a professional poker player, but he was playing poker. He created, he's one of the founders, I believe, if not the founder of 3Speak. And that's kind of
3Speak, the number 3, the word speak.online. Just found it. And
so it's kind of like DTube was with the Steem blockchain and Steemit, how when you post your content up on DTube, it would show up on Steemit as well. So when I post up my videos on 3Speak, it shows up on hive.blog. And I've gotten a lot of love from the community, and it's kind of like the same old Steem community kind of coming together. Just kind of, I really like what they did with the fork. With unfortunately, and that would be another good reason to have Dan on. He's dealing with a lot of legal litigation right now with that last fork that Steem did, that where Justin Sun had somehow was able to take coins from people. And then those coins got transferred over to Bittrex, and it was a lot of money that this guy had that he's lost because of this, and he's trying to rectify the situation. So he can't even really talk about that yet publicly. But They Call Me Dan's a really good dude. 3Speak is really good. I've been using BitTubers, but a lot of these other platforms are using the IPFS technology, and it just takes forever to upload, and it's very, very antiquated.
So I don't see how to connect my existing Hive account. Like when I went to 3Speak, I had to sign up for a new account, but I don't see how to connect my existing Hive account to it.
Do you have Hive?
Yeah, I have Hive.
Do you have a Hive keychain Chrome thing? You should be able to sign up using that. After we're done, I can help you through it.
Okay. Cool, man. Well, we're glad that you're doing what you're doing, moving forward. Encourage people to go check out Rice Crypto's stuff, ricecrypto.io, or just search for him on DuckDuckGo, and you'll come up with the shows and everything. And we're glad to have you in this sphere, my friend.
Thank you, dude. I really appreciate you guys having me on your show, and I always enjoy working with you guys. And congratulations with what you guys did with the virtual blockchain week. And also, I'm really looking forward to the launch of Blockchain Heroes.
A long time ago in a bad crypto galaxy, not too far away, but, one of the earliest guests we had on that was representing a new project was Ashton Addison, the CEO and creator of Event Chain, decentralizing tickets, bringing the power of tickets away from the centralized evil ticket master and access to empower the people and not get scalped. Well, Ashton participated in Virtual Blockchain Week as a key influencer and also hosts his own YouTube show called The Crypto Coin Show. He's got almost 25,000 subscribers, and he's here today to catch up with all things Event Chain and YouTube. Welcome back to Bad Crypto, Ashton Addison.
Yes, thank you so much, Joel. It's a pleasure to be back here, and it's great to hear you guys again.
Yeah, I'm sitting here looking at in our archive. You were episode 26.
Wow.
On September 20th, 2017. So you know, this is like near like when we add up all of our episodes, we have over 500 episodes, and you were episode number 26, even though technically this is episode 420 something.
Wow. Well, you guys have been working hard, and I'm glad to be back. And it's been a while, but you guys have grown so much, so it's a pleasure to be on your show.
You don't pick up my size. That's not nice.
Trying to lose weight. I'm fasting.
I'm going to get everybody to cancel you now. So eventchain.io, you guys survived the big crash, and you are still publishing events and seeking to take on this ticket world. So maybe kind of give us a quick update about what's happening on that front.
Definitely. Well, Event Chain's event ticketing application is still live in the market. It's been an uphill battle, not just with crypto, but with COVID and cancellation of events, postponing events. And there's always some hurdles to jump over. And it's expected of any startup that you're going to be a 10-year overnight success. Nothing happens super easily. So it's an uphill battle that we continue to fight, and we're here to stand our ground. And yeah, there's a lot of events still going on the platform. Obviously, a lot of events, including, the virtual blockchain week, went virtual, and it actually seemed to help the community get together because you didn't have to fly around the world just to meet up with other crypto friends. For example, with these crypto events, there's a lot of virtual events going on Event Chain right now. And because it is a self-serve event ticketing platform, different groups of, blockchain advocates and networking events are just going to the platform and just creating an event on their own and posting it up. So it's still going very well. But obviously, we're looking forward to getting back to large-scale concerts and major events where we can have thousands of people. We can have a great time again. So that's where we're aiming towards. But we're still making our way through here, following the guidelines.
There you go. Very nice. And so congrats on your crypto coin show. We noticed there on your YouTube channel, by the way, you're tapping around 25,000 subscriptions. That's no small feat. Congrats on that. And how's your show been going?
Thank you very much. Yeah, it's been a long time in the making. We started it originally in 2014, back when there wasn't much going on in the industry. And we sort of fought that uphill battle for a few years. And it wasn't until 2017 when a lot of interest came in to start doing videos. And we've reached over 500 videos as well now. And we continue to crank out as much content as possible. I think I've planned 5 interviews for this week, and I like to clump them all together to get them out and then distribute them evenly. And there's some really good projects that have been working through 2020, despite their setbacks. And I'm always interested in hearing about the latest updates of big projects and helping them present it to the crypto community to help it grow.
Are you protecting your videos against being removed by YouTube for being crypto? Are you on Library?
I'm definitely on Library. I really like Library. I have it open on my computer right now, and I highly recommend all YouTubers back it up to Library because it's an automated process once you set it up.
It's so easy. They are the first one I've seen that have taken a major system and made it so simple to, you put your channel in, you connect it to your account, and a few days later, all of your videos are sucked down onto Library. And now you cannot be removed from the internet because your videos are truly decentralized.
Definitely. It's great for that. And there is the Library tokens that you're accumulating. As somebody who has videos, you're getting a crap ton more of tokens than you would if you were just watching videos. But I like to support, some of the YouTubers that are crypto and they're also backing up to Library. I prefer to watch their videos on Library to help support them because they get tokens for that as well. So I definitely recommend the platform. And myself have only had one strike so far. Haven't been too provocative with my videos in the eyes of YouTube, I guess. But it seems a lot of crypto YouTubers were getting their videos removed and they seemingly did nothing wrong, right? So it's really, we're just at the mercy of YouTube's platform, and it has that network effect where we want to keep using it. But I really wish that Library would be the mainstream, or some blockchain based one where we have that freedom to post whatever we want.
There you go. So you mentioned you're having 5 interviews this week. You've chatted with a lot of different projects, and so what are some of the things out there? Here we are in mid-June 2020. What are some of the projects that are exciting you over the next couple quarters and through the end of the year? Yeah,
well, a lot of these altcoins that are not in the top 10 but just out of it, they have a lot going on, and they seem to be working as hard as ever. I guess one of the most interesting interviews that I just put out last week was with the CEO of Dashcore Group, because Dash is completely revamping the economics of the coin to distribute more out to the master nodes. And this is something that's going to be worked through for the rest of the year, but it's supposed to help with the underlying value of Dash. And it seems like a big change. And we also did interview Zcoin recently, which is another privacy coin. And that seems to be a growing trend in the market right now, especially with all this craziness and volatility in the markets, that there's definitely some interest in privacy coins. And another recent interview that I really liked was the Komodo platform. Komodo has the ability to essentially create tokens as you would on Ethereum, except for those tokens become, in part their own chain. So if the main chain was taken down for any reason, it becomes a standalone project. Plus they have the decentralized atomic swaps and a bunch of other crazy functions that they're working on. So there's so many cool things.
How do you spell
Komodo.
Komodo, KMD is the ticker.
KMD. Okay, I'm looking.
You need to close your Komodo, Joel. We don't want to see that.
It's Komodo, like KO. Got it.
Yeah.
They're number 75 in market cap right now. At the time of this interview, timestamp June 17th, 2020, around 71 cents. Looks like it's been hovering in that range here for a little bit.
Yeah, no, it's and when I interviewed them, I interviewed the CTO, and the things they're working on, I was just jaw dropped at every answer they gave. So there's so much cool stuff that doesn't really get enough press, and I try to look for these quality projects and show and help them showcase all this great functionality that's coming out. And it doesn't happen overnight. These guys have been working on this for a few years, but it definitely is going to shape and articulate the way that cryptocurrency comes into the mainstream as we get more functions and it becomes less just techies.
You're muted.
And I got to edit the damn thing. just right there. Gotta edit.
Right there.
Ashton, we appreciate the update. Appreciate your friendship and what you're doing in Event Chain. You guys should go and subscribify to Ashton's show on YouTube and Library. Crypto Coin Show, easy to find. It's got a big C as a logo. So thanks, buddy. Keep at it.
Thank you very much, guys. Great to hear from you again, and I'm looking forward to the next time.
Back to back to back to back.
Just don't call me Jack, but you cut me some slack. And we're back again for more bad crypto, yo.
We're back to back to back to back to back.
Lots of people doing cool stuff out there in the crypto podcasting world.
Yeah, I think, and then when we started our show, I think Ashton had already started his, and then Taryn, she'd been doing stuff. Mm-hmm. So Brent and Drew, they started getting theirs. They started getting their going in the 2018, and then Rice. I'm not sure when Rice started, about a year and a half, 2 years ago or so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely cool people. Fun. That's one of the things about this is that the people who are in the crypto space that are also doing podcasts, many of them very cool people, at almost as cool as us.
In many cases, cooler. Yeah,
maybe
more or less.
Maybe
more or less.
Well,
we promised you guys something. We have a gift.
We do. It's a gift that keeps on giving. It's herpes.
We are not giving away herpes today. First of all, because I don't have it to give. I don't know about you.
It's ear herpes, transmittable through your ear holes. Sorry.
So if your ears start itching and, I don't know, does herpes itch? I don't even know. I don't want to know. This is NFT number 15 that we are giving away here as part of our proof of listening. And you designed a pretty cool one for our third anniversary, birthday-versary.
Thank you. Yeah, it's sort of an homage to our homage. It's meta homage.
It's so homage-y.
It sort of looks like the old. It's sort of what it is. It sort of looks like the old design on the podcast cards, plus a little mix of the Blockchain Heroes NFTs that we've been doing. So we just sort of mishmashed it up. Number 3 years. 3 years.
Is it not super narcissistic to homage to ourselves?
My homage to a previous homage to ourselves.
Yeah, I think before the show you went and homaged.
That's true. So it's like an homage to the homage to the homage.
Homage. Holy cow. This is available to you guys for 3 days.
3 days.
The show comes out Sunday night on the 19th. It will be available for 72 hours with the cutoff happening on Wednesday, July 22nd at 8 o'clock Eastern time. Go to badco.in/ happy because we're happy.
So it's going to end right around the time, like right, a little bit after we do the Hero Report 5.
Yes. And we could talk about that too. So badco.in/happy. Oh, one piece of information about this. This is the first Bad Crypto NFT that is not being issued on Ethereum. This is being issued on Wax. So when you go to the page, it'll instruct you to set up a Wax cloud wallet. If you don't have one, there's a video that I made for you that's 90 seconds long. It's so easy to set up a Wax cloud wallet. You basically go to wax.io, go to cloud wallet, create new wallet, boom, verify your account, you're done. It's easy. But make sure you put in a Wax address for this. You will not get the NFT if you put in an ERC20 address. Won't happen.
I don't know if you noticed this or not from listening to our show for 3 years, but there are multiple blockchains. Ethereum is one of them. Wax is another one of them. And so they have different addresses.
They do. And since we're building the Blockchain Heroes collectible card set on Wax, we thought, you know what? We seem to be moving that direction. You don't have the gas fees that you have on Ethereum. And I'm hoping that Ethereum 2.0, if they ever launch it, will help to scale that and solve some of these problems. But we want you guys to be able to use Wax. And for those of you that are following Blockchain Heroes, we did massive airdrops yesterday to those who had signed up for various promotional NFTs. And Mr. Travis Wright, they are trading and buying and selling them like crazy on atomichub.io.
Yeah, I'm curious. The amount of airdrops that we did over maybe 1,000 airdrops potentially?
Well, there's one card that was a promotional card that went to 15,000 wallets. Okay. But the ones people signed up for, we've done several thousand of them are in people's wallets right now.
That probably would have cost, if we just did the 1,000 just yesterday, that airdrop on Ethereum probably would have cost between $3,500 and $5,000 to do.
Yeah.
Based on Wax fees right now.
I'll bet you all five airdrops we've done so far probably didn't cost us more than $100.
It cost more than $100 on Wax. Wow.
Total for all of them.
But on Ethereum, it would have been just ridiculous.
It would have been outrageous. You would have been crypto furious.
Mm.
Well, we
See,
wouldn't
that's
have done.
One of the reasons why. I mean, and it's so friendly. It's like once you get your Wax wallet address, it makes it really easy. You can start seeing on some of these different secondary markets like collectibles, and then also there's the GPK market and there's atomichub.io. Some of these airdrops that we just happened, they are all populating on atomichub.io because they're an atomic asset. There's also simple assets on Wax, but those are becoming more deprecated or becoming more. They're becoming more cross-friendly, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean, basically, my understanding is that Atomic is just a better way to manage your assets. It's more powerful, and so in all likelihood Simple is not going to be a thing anymore. And we're building Blockchain Heroes on Atomic with the help of the creator of Atomic Hub IO, Jonah, who was on the Nifty show. But I'm looking here, these are NFTs that we gave away for free, more or less. I mean, one of them, we had people do some activities like tweet or join the Telegram, and they earned points to get some special class cards. But one of our creator cards, Travis, just sold here about 15 minutes ago for $66. A booster class card just before that sold for $53.45. So the demand for what we're creating here is so high that people are buying and selling the free cards, not even the ones that they're paying for to come out of packs.
Yeah. And that's one of the things, like, I think when this is all said and done, one of the case studies about this and how the community has grown and then how we've rewarded the community along the way with these NFTs that they've then been able to take on the secondary market and sell. It's so cool that we've sort of primed the pump on our fans and let them earn some Wax to be able to actually buy packs of Blockchain Heroes. Like literally, if you were participating in this and got the free ones, you could sell some of these and then bought yourself several packs of Blockchain Heroes and spent no money. Like, that's crazy. It's awesome.
maybe still can. There's going to be more promotional cards that we're giving out before the launch of the actual product on August 8th. So if you're not in the Blockchain Heroes Telegram, t.me/BC Heroes. There's over 700 people there now. It's a very active and vibrant community full of friendly people that love collecting. And join our mailing list. It's a separate list from Bad Crypto. If you want to keep up to date on our meetings and the special things that we're giving away and the whole product launch as it's rolling out, go to bcheroes.com and sign up for the newsletter. Because we're doing some really fun things. And Travis, I think the bottom line is you and I are pretty much working day and night on this. I mean, you're staying up, burning the midnight oil. From the moment I wake up in the morning, I'm in the community and doing the pack giveaways and, customer service and working deals and promotions. And, throughout the day, we're just cranking it. And we just love what we've created. And it's like, when you're a game designer, you want to create games that you'd want to play. Mm-hmm. When you're a musician, you want to create music that you would enjoy listening to. And so I feel like we've created a collectible here that we want to collect. And that passion is just pouring out on the community because their response and their reaction has been amazing.
Yeah, I do feel that collecting side of it, because I've collected baseball cards and stuff since I think I was 5 when I got my. No, I think I was. I don't know when exactly did the Star Wars one come out. I think the Star Wars
77,
very first 77 when they came out. So I would have been 4 the first time that I got those cards. That was when I got my first cards. I think would have been when I was 4, and so I think there's something primal that happens on this. It's like, these are my cards. No, I don't want to give them away. They're my cards now, right? I feel that. It's like, even that I just like earlier today, you're like, all right, I need you to send a Telegraphico to these 2 addresses because they didn't claim, like their email confirmation went into their spam. And I feel myself going, no, these are my cards. I don't want to give these away. And I think I think that's because from a lifetime of collecting, there's something primal in that. And I think it's also, sort of hunter-gatherer type of thing. It's like, here you are, you're hunting for certain cards. You want to collect all the cards. So I definitely think that there's something that's if you've collected cards before, you start collecting some of these. And, that's one of the things I think that is I don't know. Have you ever seen any product anywhere giveaway product? Because I'm not trying to toot our own horns. I'm just trying to think this out. It's like, we've given away, I think, 10 different NFTs or so at the beginning of the show, or beginning of it, but we haven't even launched our full product yet. And then people are selling those, and then what we've given them, they'll be able to sell to actually buy the product. Like that seems unheard of. I've never heard of that before.
I haven't heard of that either. What's important to me is that they like what we've created. They're into it. Mm-hmm. That to me is the most glowing endorsement that, they can't wait to get their hands on the packs of cards. And it's going to be a big sale. And we're going to be announcing something Wednesday night. We do something, for those of you that don't know, every Wednesday called the Hero Report. It's our community meeting where we get on a Zoom and invite everybody who wants to come into the Zoom, and we do our latest news and we reveal cards and new features and give updates and answer questions. And this Wednesday, we're going to do something in the NFT world that I don't believe has ever been done before. And it's going to be exciting, and you do not want to miss it, because if you're not there for the live show, you will miss it. Mm-hmm.
I've never heard of anybody doing anything like what we're doing on Wednesday night. And I love your point, that people love what they're doing, love what we're doing. And, if you look at what's going on even with Tiger King, I think Tiger King, their secondary market is pretty much non-existent, because they in my opinion, they just put so many cards out into the market that whenever you opened up a few packs, you got a complete set, you have them all. There's no need to go on the secondary market and trading. And it's strange to me. It's peculiar to look at the secondary market for the cards that we've given away for free that are going for $15 to over $100. There's been some that sold for over $100. And the Tiger King, which is Garbage Pail Kids, which they're going for like 50 cents, $1, a couple dollars. Mm-hmm.
Well, they did make a ton of them. There's no question about that. The community believes that there was an oversupply, but I got to hand it to Tobin and Tops. They did sell out everything in an hour.
Yeah.
So
you can't bust their balls on that.
No, you wouldn't even want to try. That's a huge success as far as as anybody's concerned. I want to read. We had some great reviews come in for the show here from the Blockchain Heroes audience, and a bunch of them posted yesterday here on iTunes. Aiken wrote, Joel and Travis have really impressed me over the last 2 months ever since they started on the Blockchain Heroes NFT release. They must never sleep. That's not untrue. Every week they bring more and more value to the project, have a ton of fun announcing it through the podcast and YouTube channel. Check it out for the hottest info and other projects related to NFT. This one, the baddest of bad, which means great. This is the best crypto podcast out there. I follow Joel in other areas, and he and his friend, no, it doesn't say that. It says he and Travis are awesome. I've been listening almost since the beginning. Jumped on the crypto bandwagon because of these two, and it's been a wild ride. Stay bad. I'd say we're sorry. I don't know if.
Yeah, I like this one. They keep it entertaining, but also keep on top of what's happening in the crypto space. There are a lot of crypto podcasts out there, but very few are worth your time. Give this one a listen and judge for yourself.
Yeah, one guy put his wax wallet address in here.
Yeah, he's like, please hook me up with some wax.
Hey, don't look now, but who is that standing behind you? It's the Bad Crypto Podcast, but don't let the name color your judgment. It's like Run DMC said in Peter Piper, not bad meaning bad, but bad meaning good. There it is. So thanks to everybody for your reviews, and please do share. Oh, it says
I like this one right here. If you like crypto and Napoleon Dynamite, this is the podcast for you. Oh, God, such a fun, funny, informative crypto podcast. Tina,
shut up and eat your quesadilla.
Quality host, quality guest, lots of giveaways.
Oh, man, it's been a great ride, and now we are in our 4th year as of today. Want to give a shout out to our sponsor at Divvy. They're taking early signups for their new digital finance ecosystem that's going to offer crypto debit cards, instant bank accounts, and fiat to crypto on and off ramps right in the wallet. If you want to be first in your line to get your hands on these services, head over to wallet.divvyproject.org. Enter your email. I love my Divvy masternode. It's cranking away and making me Divvy. And it's like Divvy's right around 7 cents now, too.
Didn't you say that your masternode is like kicking out like $50 a day or something?
Yeah, pretty much at 7 cents. I mean, I started it when it was around 2. And so, but it's kicking out almost the same amount of Divvy every day. So the value of those just continues to increase. So thanks, Divvy. Yeah. Well, there you go. It's been a fun ride so far. We're just getting started.
Wait, I thought we were finishing. It seemed like we're near the end.
We're finishing the show.
Oh.
But we're just getting started in the crypto world. I mean, 3 years, that's, they happen to blink of an eye. By the way, as of tomorrow, I'm celebrating 25 years of my first website.
Really?
Yeah, worldvillage.com. Started July 20th, 1995. And so
your first website got launched then?
That was the day of my first website got launched. But at that time, there was about 10,000 live www.whatever.com websites in the world. So I was somewhere in the first 10,000-ish. By the end of the year, there was 18,000. So 25 years ago, I started it. I am old.
Wow. So the World Village Day tomorrow?
World Village Day. I don't know what I'm going to do to celebrate. Probably give something
you're
away.
Like, we need to create a World Village because it takes a village. And, yeah.
And Hillary went and wrote that book.
Yeah, like after you did, they're like, oh.
Did
you ever see, I don't know. I just want to be political on this, but it's just one of those moments that's just so funny. Did you ever see the moment whenever it was like right before the election and like they were all doing this sort of thing? They were at this, I don't remember the place they were at, but then Trump was like, Hillary and Trump were roasting each other. And then he goes, it takes a village. Hillary should know because she's taken quite a few. Like, the look on her face was just like, oh shit! Like, I've never seen anybody troll somebody in real life. Like, that was crazy.
Comedian in chief or something. Yeah.
Comic.
If anybody gets it, our president understands the meaning of and staying bad.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor.
They say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. They say it's your birthday. So stop your shit coinery.
The ukulele stylings of Mr. Travis Wright.